The first game we stumbled upon right near the entrance was Guitar Hero Live inside this huge speaker. Luckily, there was next to no queue when we arrived, so we hopped straight on to give the game and its new controller a go. I was looking forward to trying a new guitar because all of the coverage I've seen, all the pictures I've seen, the new guitar looks really fun, it's a good idea, but everything else about the game put me off. The set list was ridiculous, and there's that whole FNV stuff going on, which looks like something from the Mega CD.
It looks like Night Trap.
Yeah, so I was very sceptical about actually trying it, but I mean, we got there, it was right in our face, we went, God, let's do it, let's have a go. Yeah. Got in there, and the first thing was the guitar felt fantastic. It's 3 buttons, so you use 3 fingers, which is always the fastest, way of doing it. But then you got 3 more buttons on top of that, so it's 6 buttons, but 2 rows, which I thought was a great idea because that incorporates a little bit more of how a guitar actually plays.
Yeah. You're not just playing it all in the middle. You're playing it actual like it had frets. And what I was quite surprised at, you'd actually be able to do quite a lot of chord shapes.
It basically real chord shapes, really.
Yeah. Almost.
Yeah, watered down.
Yeah, like power chords basically. But yeah, it was brilliant.
But it gets deeper than that.
A new dimension to it. Because like holding more than one note at a time became difficult.
That's right.
Rather than just going around. Cool.
That's what I was going to get to, because you had the white notes, I believe, are on the bottom, and then the black notes are at the top. Straight away, I jumped in. I didn't want to go on expert straight away. I went on hard, and I thought, okay, I know how to play Guitar Hero, but this isn't the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, it took me surprisingly got it quite quickly. Actually, I thought
it's really awkward at the start because you just like, what am I doing? But yeah, once you get your head around it, it becomes so second nature. It's weird.
Before the first song ended, I finally sort of started to get the hang of it. I thought I'm going to really enjoy this, and despite the fact I didn't like the music I was playing, the game itself was so fun to play.
Yeah, that was the thing. The songs were the kind of songs that you'd usually just go straight past on the Guitar Hero, but no, on this one, like you had, I think it was 5 or 4 songs.
Yeah, the demo only had about 4 songs.
Yeah,
and I actually
was
kind
happy
of
to
enjoyed
play all of them.
Oh, I only got to play 2, but I was happy to play the one at the bottom. I can't remember what it was called, but it was actually surprisingly quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically that song kind of picked up the speed and then the difficulty of the combination of buttons. I forgot that Guitar Hero incorporates the open fret where you get a bar and you just go,
Yeah.
So there was that. Then there was the pressing the 2 notes down, like basically barring.
Yeah. That's the thing,
because I don't play guitar.
Well, it came up with the symbol, like it has symbols for the chords and stuff that come up, and I didn't recognise the symbol because it was half black and half white, and so I didn't realise straight away that you had to bar it. But when you do it felt like a bar chord, like you're actually playing a guitar. It was so good. Even the crappy songs on the demo were really fun to just play because of how great the guitar design is.
Yeah, so based solely on how fun the guitar is and how good the actual game. I wasn't even paying attention to the F&B crap in the background. No. Just looking at the notes coming at you and enjoying the guitar and the gameplay of it has actually made me really want to get this game now.
Me too.
And I am going to grab it when it
I want to play lots.
Guitar Hero Live, yes, we like that.
Yeah, we do.
Tom looks like he's got a pink afro. Not only was the new Guitar Hero here, but also the new Rock Band. The long-awaited 4th instalment was on a stage where people were invited on to play the game, so of course we had to get up there at least once. In fact, we kept coming back for more each day.
Well, hang on. No one gets past me without giving me their name. What's your name, sir? Murry Curry. Right, and your name? FlattheYounger. Right. Flat the Younger. Flat, of course, how stupid of me. Right.
You. 1, 2.
Okay, so we have Friday I'm in Love, but you knew this song before you came on stage, didn't you? Yeah, he was like, yeah, of course it is. Right, okay, no worries, thank you very much. Enjoy.
So we played Rock Band 4, and I was really looking forward to that, and I was really surprised and happy to see that they had a full band set up on the stage, like a proper stage and a decent
Well, you
area.
say a full band, they didn't have a keyboard.
Yeah, there's a worrying lack of keyboard. So we got up there multiple times. We kept coming back every day because me and FlattheYounger, we are big Rock Band fans.
Yeah.
So I was really chuffed when I heard that Rock Band was coming back at all.
Getting up on the stage was a little bit like, oh me, please. You had to put your hand up and beg a bit. But yeah, it was worth it because it was really fun. You got to play to a crowd. It was only slightly out of sync.
The game is very much just more of the same. They have added a few extra features.
Some awesome extra features.
Yeah, the game, the presentation and the gameplay is exactly the same, which I don't know if you could say that's a bad thing. So you had the freestyle guitar solos in there, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's really good. Segmented in keeping with the actual solo of the song. When there's a long note held in the solo of the actual song, there'll be a section where you have to hold the long note.
That's right.
And there'll be these little cues to actually do the notes of the solo. Because if you do it wrong, like a lot of people were just going, oh, solo,
that's what I was going to say.
Solo.
There are all these obvious prompts, and people are just ignoring it and just mashing
just
away.
Just wondering why all the different segments look different. And like, so, you know, a little bit of brain work, and I managed to figure out that, like I say, there's bits where you have to hold a note, and the note kind of divers, so I imagine you have to use the whammy bar and sort of bend with the note to keep it in line with it, which is awesome. You know, on the drums, when you hit the bass pedal, there's a line. It would be a bunch of them, so you'd know when to hit the notes instead of just going...
Yeah. I have to say, when I first heard of the new freestyle solo feature, I thought it was going to be dodgy.
Just tap away. If you don't do it right, you'll get messy solo come up. Even if you think that's so good, it will still say messy solo. You have to follow the prompts. Yeah, I dig that. I think that system's awesome.
Yeah, I was worried about it. Playing it on the stage really put my mind at rest of that. The drums have a similar system where it used to be freestyle drum solos. Now they still have that system, but they give you a sort of pool of randomised drum solos that fit with that song. And the good thing about both these new features is you can actually turn those all off and just play the game like you would traditionally. What we saw when we were there was even old DLC songs have had the treatment, which is great because that means once again they've breathed new life into the DLC that they've had for the last sort of 5 years or so. So I mean that's great because I mean with Rock Band 3 I bought a lot of stuff, so it's nice to see that I'll be able to move it forward. I have heard it's a little bit fiddly to do so because the game is out now, but you know it is doable and you can use old instruments and old DLC, so I mean that's great. The game itself played really well. It felt a lot of fun. Playing it on stage was a real experience. In fact, on one day, we even managed to draw a huge crowd, didn't we? Because FlattheYounger was singing and playing the guitar at the same time.
I had a selfish reason for doing it. Because for some reason, the guy at Mad Cats who was organising the thing, he decided that the singer would get to pick the song. In my mind, I had a little dilemma. I was like, I want to pick the song, but I also want to play guitar. So I was like, why don't I do both? So I said to him, you don't mind if I sing and play, do you? He's like, oh, we got a brave one.
Yeah, and he ended up
the song.
We went up and we were really nervous about like being able to pull that off. I was on the drums, FlattheYounger was singing and playing, and we got a bass player in. And then he ended up, the guy pulled in this crowd, didn't he? Like a huge crowd of people. They all walked forward. And we were like, damn it. But then, as luck would have it, they had one of the DLC tracks, which was Yes, I Do Have a Lonely Heart, a song that we know inside out, we absolutely love. Yeah, you smashed it. You played it really well. I sort of did okay on the drums.
You did brilliant.
And yeah, it was a real experience because the crowd was going crazy. Yeah. The song was great. You know, we managed to deal with the slight input lag that there was. Very small amount, but basically, the sound coming out the speakers on the stage and the sound that you're playing to was slightly off. Well, that was just crazy though, wasn't it? We were just on such a high after that moment. It was like our personal little highlight.
It was our Woodstock.
And we didn't get it off film.
I was playing Star Fox.
We didn't get that one bit on film. However, we did come back doing the song again, and we had a sort of little bit of
we didn't quite nail it as well because I left the you get the little toggle the effects thing. I left it on wah. I meant to turn it off, so the whole solo was like.
Because that was your when you did it the first time when we went up the stage with the crowd. That's when you worked out the solo system. When you did it, it sounded incredible. But like I say, if it's not your cup of tea, turn it off. Have the traditional solo.
I was a bit hesitant about going up on there myself to sing. No. The only song I was a bit are okay with was Kenny Loggins' Footloose.
Yeah, I think Footloose was a good choice because a lot of the crowd was singing along as well.
I ended up waiting till like the last day to actually like gain the confidence to go up there and do it. So I was in my Barbara costume while I was up there.
Awesome.
I think Rock Band 4 is welcome
I
back.
thought it was excellent. It has the potential to be the best one, like the best instalment, because, like you say, while at the same time it is more of the same, they have put in some little touches which I think completely transform the game for me.
Yeah. Rock Band 4, welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, I want to play lots.
I want to play lots.
Yes, well done.
Stick mishaps.
Well done indeed. That's awesome work. Fantastic singing and guitar. Well done those guys.
So I just came here to twitch.